Hello students, welcome back to our economics class. In the previous class, we have discussed part 1 of the same topic which we have discussed in our 5th unit, agriculture sector. The topic was reasons for inadequate implementation of land reforms, and we have already discussed 4 points in this topic. What were those 4 points? First was loopholes in the act. The second point was lack of political will. Third point, passive nature of beneficiaries. Fourth point is bureaucracy. Alright. What was the first one? Loopholes in the act. That means big landlords who are having financial power as well as political power, they had their ownership on the land of others. Alright. Second point, lack of political will. Political parties were not having any interest in the land reforms. Third point, passive nature of beneficiaries. Beneficiaries, they were not having any interest. They were either ignorant or they were illiterate. They were not having any interest in the land reforms of the government. Bureaucracy means our Indian bureaucracy was trained under the colonial rule. Alright, they were also not having any interest in the land reforms. So these were the 4 points which we have discussed, and remaining 3 points are left. So this is the part 2 of same topic, reasons for inadequate implementation of land reforms. This is the part 2. In part 1 we have discussed 4 points, remaining 3 we'll discuss it now. So what is fifth point? Legal hurdles. Some of the big landlords have approached courts. What they have done? Big landlords have approached the courts, taking advantage of loopholes in the law. Alright, as I said you earlier, there are loopholes in the law. That means there are inefficient. They are having certain wrong ways by which or through which these landlords are approaching the courts, and there are lakhs and lakhs of cases which are pending at courts in favor to the small and marginal farmers. There are very less cases which are in favor of the small and poor landless laborers, and all of the cases are won by whom? By the big landlords, because they have advantage of their financial power, because they have connection with the political parties. So even though the big landlords, they were wrong, the actual land was not of the landlords, but the actual land was the land of the poor farmers, agricultural laborers. But the truth was kept behind. Everyone was favoring the false landlords. So there were many cases which were pending at the courts which were in favor of the poor farmers. So this point is legal hurdles. For big landlords, it is not much a big deal for them to win a case, whereas the poor farmers, they need to come to the courts many times, and still they were not given proper judgment, and many cases are still pending at courts. This is the fifth point, that is legal hurdles. Coming to sixth one, non-availability of land records. Let me give you one example first. Like, as you are maintaining notes by attending the class, if you do not maintain the notes and directly before a week of your board exams, from where will you read it? From where will you revise all the answers? You won't have any proper record through which you can go through before your exam. So can you score good marks in your exam? Can you become a topper of a college? No, because you are not having proper records. You are not having proper notes of each and every topic which we have discussed. so you cannot score good marks. In the same way, whatever the land reforms the government is trying to take out for the benefit of the farmers, but it is not benefiting them because they are not having land records for decades. Decades means a period of 10 years. For many thousands of years, land records have not been maintained in our state. Means who is the owner of the land, how much land this person is having, how many acres of lands are there, no proper record is there. Just lands are there, whose land, there is no proper record. Because of this disadvantage, the landlords are taking the advantage of this situation and they are occupying the lands of the farmers, saying that this is my land. This is all happening because they were not having proper records. Therefore, implementation without land records was a difficult task. A person, if he wants to become a topper, without proper notes, without proper material, without proper records, he or she cannot become a topper. He or she cannot be getting succeeded in his exam and cannot score the highest marks because he is not having records. So, in the same way, implementation of land reforms without records was a difficult task. This is point number 6, that is non-availability of land records. Alright. The 7th point is delay in follow-up action. Delay in follow-up action. So, land surplus have not been taken by the government. Surplus means excess of profit. For example, a particular land is there with someone. Government have allotted a particular limit that you must have only 10 acres of land, not more than that. If a person is having more land apart from the limit which is given by the government, that is called as surplus. The government should take that land and distribute it to the landless persons, landless farmers. But what happened? The surplus land was not taken by the government. This is the first disadvantage. Second, the land taken under Sealing Act was not distributed in total. Second case, the government have taken the excess of land through the land sealing. Land sealing we have already discussed, right? Minimum land that a person must have, that is called as sealing. Except that any excess amount is there, that will be taken by the government. Alright. In the first case, the government have not taken the land. In the second case, government have taken the land, but it have not distributed the total land. Is it clear? The extra amount you have taken, but you have not distributed on all the poor persons. You have kept some land with you. Alright. This is nothing but delay in follow-up action. Is it clear? So, total how many points? 7 points. First is loopholes in the act. Second is lack of political will. Third is passive nature of beneficiaries. Fourth is bureaucracy. Fifth is legal hurdles. Sixth is non-availability of land records. And last and final point is delay in follow-up action. So, all these 7 points have completed. Hope you have understood it. Please write this topic for 3 times. One time with seeing, second time try to write it without seeing, and again if you are not getting you can revise it once again, and the third time try to write it completely without seeing, and once again say all the points without seeing to yourself. Then you get up from that place. Until and unless, don't get up from your place until and unless you have completed this topic. So, see you in the next classes with some more interesting topics. Till that, stay safe, stay healthy and never stop practicing.